Welcome to our channel Twinflames Embrace. We are Paco and Déborah, Twinflames in Union.
Hey! And today, as you see for the title, we are going to share with you this one trick to recognize your true twin flame. It's like,
Ooh, this one trick that makes you very powerful in your twin flame union.
And it actually speeds things up for you in the journey itself. We see this a lot in the community, and it's like
Twin flame universe community.
Yeah, thank you. Well, we mentioned it in a couple of videos, so I'm assuming you know what we mean. But yeah, thank you.
You'll find the link to the Facebook group Twin Flame Universe, where you can share about your twin flame story in the box.
We can get to that. But like when we see with a lot of people in Twin Flame Universe when they come into the community is like this getting too hung up on a specific person and kind of like throwing out the window the most important thing, which is what are you looking for in your true divine partner, like in your perfect love partner. And this is what we are getting at with this video, in the hopes that it helps you speed your process in manifesting your beloved one.
It will help you because when you do this one trick, you learn to see what you really desire and what you really would like to have in your life.
Yeah, it helps you get really clear.
And that way you make room in truth for your true twin flame.
Yeah, because it will help you get clear on what you value in a relationship. And by tapping into that, you will see very clearly whether a person aligns with that, like matches that those values that you have or not.
Yeah, exactly. This one trick is getting clear about your core values.
And like, what is a core value then? And we can start by saying, like, a core value is basically what it's the most important thing for you at your core, like at the center of who you are. It's like the traits and attributes that you are looking for in the people that you want to have a relationship with. And this applies, of course, to your twin flame too, because you are meant to have like an eternal romantic partnership with them. So you have to get really clear on what it is that you like sharing with this other person. And I feel like, for instance, giving one of examples, and like one of my core values is communication. But that means that the person that I am, like this was kind of like my compass in my journey. When I was moving through a false twin flame experience, this core value was very helpful in getting really clear. Was this person meeting me here or not? Is this person communicating with me or not? And it doesn't have to be like, oh, these 3-hour-long conversations. It was just enough if they were replying a simple hi. So that's kind of like, and core values can be a lot more things. Like you have to sit with yourself and get really clear here.
So one of your core values is communication.
Yeah, exactly. Like simple, clear communication. Hi, how are you? And not hi and crickets for months. Or like having to like put a lot of effort just to get one word out of the other person. Like you either want to communicate with me or not. And even if you don't want to communicate with me, say so. Like, again, this is a core value. It's unavoidable. You have to open your mouth and say what you want. Even if it's like telling me, fuck off, I don't want anything to do with you. Okay, that's valid. But communication has to be there, at least for me.
Yeah, it's the attributes and traits you desire having in a relationship.
Yeah, exactly. And by getting clear on these ones, it's gonna be really easy.
So getting clear about your core values helped you to recognize that the person you were feeling is your twin flame was in truth a false twin flame experience.
Exactly. And that lasted like 3 years, but because I was a little bit too stubborn to actually see that the very basics weren't being met. And of course, this doesn't mean that you jump into conclusions. Like this is what the teachings that we share from Twinflame Universe and from Jeff and Shelia helped us develop, is I don't feel good about this. I heal it. I love myself there. I get clarity, but I still respect, honor, and value like what I desire in a relationship. And like these two go hand in hand. So it's absolutely okay if you are believing that this person is your twin flame, but they are still not meeting you in these places, like I was sharing in regards to communication. You just simply heal, but you will see as you start embracing this practice and you kind of like make it a regular practice in your day life, that there's gonna be a very clear point in which like this isn't working really, and instead of like getting hung up on this person for like 12, 3, 5 years or whatever, you can actually shorten that time frame, so to speak. And like he was saying, make room for the real person that you want to be with. And this was only like he showed up the minute that I let go of the other person. And in truth, we were already communicating. We just didn't like, I didn't know that I was already talking to my twin flame more like a friend, and just like sharing interests and passions and stuff like that. So yeah, it was like if I wouldn't have been so attached maybe to who the person I thought it was, then we would have revealed each other probably faster. But that was okay. Like we had a process to work through, and everything came out perfectly anyway. So
Yeah, and it is helpful in getting clear what you really desire in your heart and what you truly are. And as you do that with your core values, you can write them down. You can start in writing down what you think that is important for you, and learn to feel it in your heart. It doesn't mean when you know it in your brain, in your mind, that it is it. You have to feel it in your heart. You have really to have a relationship with
a conversation with yourself, and
a conversation with yourself, like Deborah shared with communication. And then she felt into this communication and healed blocks she had with communication in her heart with the mirror exercise. And my one, I have core values, but the one which is immediately here and is the most important for me is honesty. And I learned to have a relationship with honesty. I learned to get very loving in my relationship with honesty. And that helped me, this core value helped me to get clear about my true self too. Yeah.
It's a very clear, very honest, straightforward guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as I always had this desire in my heart, this core value, honesty, and I was not living my true self. I was not honest in expressing myself. My life felt never really good. And with the teaching of Jeff and Jalia, you can always go to the core of something. So I was able to realize, oh my God, I'm living not in alignment with a core value at all. Honesty is such a core value for me. That is why my life always felt so heavy. That also my relationship to my true love felt so heavy. And as I healed here in this relationship with my core value, I automatically come closer to my true twin flame.
Yeah, like the moment you embraced honesty, you were able to reveal me.
Exactly.
Like it made room, and I kind of like felt the nudge. But yeah, this is what Jeff and Shalia mentioned in their book as the love list, and there might be a video in the channel at some point about the love list. This is what we mean with it. It's like really getting clear, what are your core values?
The love list supports you.
Exactly, and you can write it down. It can be as long as you like you need it to. It can be pages long, or like one side of a page, whatever. It helps you be extremely clear with the things that you value in a relationship. And you can like look at the current relationships you have and kind of like take examples of what feels good to you in this and why, and say, oh, because I cherish this.
Yes.
And so I desire this in my relationship, and this person has to match me here. And in truth, your twin flame is designed to do so. Like they will match you at every turn. And even if they are growing into something, because Chef and Shalia also explained this, like Shalia always shares that she was always desiring a man who is financially stable. And when they met with Jeff was not there, but he was certainly working towards that.
Yes.
And like the same is for us, in one sense. So, but really get like extremely clear. The more like the clearer you are, the
In your
easier
heart.
and faster it is. Yes, exactly.
And that what the teaching of Jeff and Shadia is exactly helping you to do. Getting clear in your heart, getting clear about your true self, and so making the room, the way for your true twin flame.
Yeah, and that's making the journey way easier.
Exactly. You deserve to have a good feeling life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And like, yeah, to manifest your twin flame as soon as possible in the most compassionate way for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so visit our website twinflamesembrace.com.
Yep.
Check out our services, book a first session with us if you desire to get support from us. We would love to do so. See you in the next video.